Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy Tactics walkthrough. We are just arriving at Riovanes Castle. I don't actually remember which battle this is. Oh, okay, yes. Now I do. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna go with my typical, dancer setup. Actually, yeah, I forgot we've got a bit of storyline to get through here. So this is Barrington. This is Malik and Rafa's adopted father, I guess. Apparently he resides over this castle. So, or no, I'm sorry. I actually don't know if he does or not. Like, I don't know if this is his castle or not. Okay. Okay, so I just rewound this and looked at his dialogue, and it does say, "How do you like our castle?" So, I assume that means it is his. But anyways, all right. So Barrington is actually pretty. Seems like a pretty smart guy. He kind of knows what's going on here, and he realizes that it's the Shrine Knights that are going to have essentially the power. And so, I mean, he's basically saying, "Hey, I want in." And here, Vormov is totally gonna play it off, like, yeah, he's gonna play dumb. And Barrington's got obviously a ton of evidence here to kind of support his theory that you know, they're going to revive the Zodiac Braves. And he suspects that's why they are after Ramza, because he's got the Germanic scriptures. Alright, so Barrington says they've got Scorpio and Taurus. Ooh, slap. I'm not exactly sure here what happened with Islud, and you know, I don't know. I guess it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I'm not sure if Islud got captured by Malik and Barrington's soldiers. I have no idea. That part of it's actually just not making sense to me. All right, so Barrington is actually going to blackmail, or it appears he's blackmailing Vormov. You know, basically saying, "Hey, you know, I'll use the Germanic scriptures against you and show Goltana and Larg what you guys are up to, essentially." And there Vormov says, "What do you think you humans can do?" And Islud's like, "Father, what's going on?" So he's obviously, he doesn't know what's going on here with his father. All right, so there. My assumption here is that Vormov transforms into and uses one of the Holy Stone's powers. Again, so that's my take on that scene. But all right, so what do we have here? I think we've got the gate, or a battle at the gate of Riovanes Castle. So, okay, let's see. Let's re-equip. For the previous battle there in Yugwo Woods, I didn't want to have the blood swords equipped because obviously them being undead, I actually would have damaged myself instead of them. So here's my setup, though. I got the two swords, two blood swords with Ramza in his squire job. I like the base job for him because it's got you know, the guts command, obviously, and it's got some really good equipment options. And then I have the steel ability equipped as well. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna actually make use of that in this battle, but for, you know, there's a couple of battles here and there where I do like to steal, so that is why I've got that equipped. But, alright, so let's get this party started. This one, we don't have to worry about Rafa being defeated or brought to 0 HP. Malik, please stop. You know what happens to traitors. You'll be chased by your ex-allies and killed, and even if you escape, you'll live your life frightened. I never want to live like that, but Grand Duke promised to free us after this job. Do you believe him? You know he's lying. If we don't escape now, we'll be running for the rest of our life. Trust him. We'll be free if we kill Ramza and take the Germanic scriptures. All right, so that's Malik's, I guess, ticket to freedom here is obviously the Grand Duke Barrington promised him, you know, essentially freedom if he can obtain the scriptures. And Rafa knows better. Rafa knows that, you know, essentially having the scriptures are the only thing that's essentially keeping her alive, as well as, I mean, that's essentially, that's the only bargaining chip we have. All right, so what do we got here? All kinds of different stuff that I kind of don't care about. Yeah, so nothing really good here. I'm not seeing anything anyway that I'm real impressed with. I am going to attempt to steal from this knight, and if I remember correctly here, I fail constantly. And the only reason really why I did that was, I don't know, I wouldn't say to waste, necessarily waste time, but it just wasn't a priority, I guess, for me to have Ramza running around and crushing everything. I wanted the dancers to kind of do the work. Now, whether or not that was actually a good idea or not, I mean, I'll be honest, I feel like I just kind of prolonged the battle a little bit longer than I really needed to, but, you know, I don't know. It wasn't that big of a deal, I guess. Alright, so the archers obviously up at the top start out with a really, really huge advantage, obviously with the height. So unless you've got some really good movement abilities and jump abilities, it's going to take a little while to get to them. And unfortunately that means you'll have to just take a lot of their hits. Now, the good thing is, obviously, Rafa there kind of running up and being a bit of a kamikaze. Not really. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's just those archers have a really, really good range, so there's just not a whole lot you can do about that. But she's going to, at the very least, draw a little bit of fire, which is a good thing, I guess. Alright, so what are we trying to steal here? I'm trying to steal this guy's accessory. I don't even remember what he was equipped with. And then it was kind of funny. There's a knight that's actually kind of hidden at the beginning of the stage there. You can see him now. He's run out over the water because he's got those what are those? The feather shoes or feather boots or something like that. And those cast or basically they're permanent float, which I don't know. I don't really find a whole lot of those movement type, but there's a ton of those in the game, like move in water and I think it's any weather is one of them, and it basically just lets you walk wherever. But again, in my experience, I stay away from those type of abilities. They just I'm not really a big fan of those. I much prefer the movement plus abilities. The Squire's got movement +1, Thief's got movement +2, and then the Bard has movement +3. Unfortunately, that means that the female knights, or sorry, the female units, you know, don't have access, unfortunately, to the Bard class, so they're stuck with movement +2. Otherwise, you can go with the dancer version, which I think is Fly. I think anyway. And then, you know, there are some other, I would say, semi-useful movement type abilities. I just generally don't really like them that much, though. Teleport's kind of one of those. Again, it can be good, but I don't know, I'm not a fan. So, all right. Anyways, back to the battle. The dancers are definitely doing some work here. About 19, 19 damage on that particular one. I think that's the most damage my dancers ever put out. And part of that is because at a certain point in the game, I just stopped leveling them. And yeah, you know, I brought them obviously to these battles here and there, but they're not getting much. Yeah, look at that one's getting 1 experience. So you know, they started falling behind. Definitely fell way behind Ramza. He is leagues ahead of these. He's at probably 20 levels ahead of anybody else right now. But yeah, so anyways, not that big of a deal though. I feel like my dancers did it was a fun playthrough using the dancers. Again, I think this is actually the first time I've ever, you know, done as many battles as I did with them. And normally, at this point in the game, when I've got Egrius and Mustadio, in all of my other playthroughs, I've always used them. I really like the unique classes, or the unique, the unique characters with their unique jobs. But I don't know. The dancers were fun. Like I said, it was different. That was probably my biggest reason for you know, trying them out. It was something different that I had never done before. So, but anyways, all right. So it looks like everybody's about halfway. We've got everybody down to about half health, maybe a little less on some of these. Yeah, actually quite a bit less on some of them. And Ramza's taken some decent hits here. So I'm not sure if I'll eventually. Oh yeah, probably at this point I'm gonna want to actually attack somebody to get some health back. But yeah, anyways, what else we got going on in this battle here? Pretty bland, I'll be completely honest. And again, that's probably the bad thing, or the complaint I have, I guess, about the dancers. You know, they're just you set them up and they just do their thing, and that's it. There's nothing else to it. But maybe that's a good thing though too. You know, you don't have to really worry about a whole lot. And actually, having them as knights is part of why, you know, they kind of work so well. Number one, they've got knights have really good physical attack, and then add the fact that they can all use shields, wear heavy armor, you know, and just generally be beefy. It makes for really good dancers. So. Anyways. Alright, are we gonna... Oh, no, I'm still going with the steel. Apparently I'm not concerned about his health one bit. Oh yeah, alright. So, a lot of these archers... Oh, yeah, almost everybody is in critical status now. Boy. I always like seeing that. Wiznibis. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Oh, knight down. Alright, we're getting there. Boom! Another one bites the dust. I'm not even sure. Did I actually get that accessory stolen or not? I don't think I did. Tried so hard. Oh, we gotta be getting close now. Is this the last one? Oh, maybe. maybe. Yep. All right, that's that. Oh, yes. Help, monster. All right. So that is, that's pretty much it for this battle. I don't think there's any more dialogue either in between this battle and the next. And as far as treasure, that wasn't, I don't think we really got anything there. So at this point, this is another one of those times where I would suggest saving on a different or a separate save file. Well, there is some, I'm sorry, there is some storyline here. Forgot about this. All right, so Alma's obviously in a cell, and she can hear the battle raging on outside. And obviously the castle is under attack by a monster. I think it's fairly easy to guess who that monster is. But all right, anyways, I'm out of time here, so in the next battle, or the next video is going to be another battle inside the castle here. So I hope this guide was helpful, though, and as always, hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.